It's true Powerhouse French, y'all. So today we're talking about Pyometra, you guys. We're talking about open Pyometra, closed Pyometra. Hold on, let me set this cup down. So, with that being said, we got Jessie here to keep us company today. Jessie, this is my female pup. 10 pointed. She's black and tan all day long. Testable chocolate carrying. Not even 4 months yet, you guys. Look at this little girl. Plus she a fluffy carrier, but that's a whole nother story. Listen, Fox Pyometra could be deadly, just as deadly as Pyometra is just as deadly as Pravo, you guys. Unfortunately, Pyometra doesn't come with a vaccine to combat that like Pravo. It's not a vaccine for Pyometra, you guys, but it's just as deadly. And it's a lot of dog breeders and pet owners don't even know or be aware of their dog having Pyometra until it's too late in some cases. So with that being said, Jesse, be still. With that being said, you guys, let's figure this out. So let's go on to closed Pyometra. Closed Pyometra would be, or better yet, let's go on to open Pyometra. Open Pyometra would be so your dog is bleeding, and you're seeing a lot of blood to the point where a lot of veterans experienced breeders would call it pooling blood. She's just shooting blood out everywhere. That's not a regular heat cycle for her. She's pooling blood. A lot of people don't be aware of this until it's too late. How you notice she's Pravo sicking? Because instead of just having heat, stop it. Instead of just having heat, now she's not eating, you guys. Hell, she don't even want any water. She's not drinking, you guys. She may be running the temperature. You do a rectal temperature check. That might be running a little warmer than normal. That's 3. That's fever. That's already signs of infection. You guys, you might see pus coming out of her out of her heat cycle, and it'll be yellowish pus looking stuff coming out of supposed to be red. Right then and there, that's Pravo. Right then and there. No eating, no drinking. She got fever, and she's going to be lethargic. She's not going to do nothing but lay around almost like she's on a deathbed. That's for being lethargic. And then, like I said, if you start seeing a pus come out during the fact that she's having heat, you get her to a vet right away. Hopefully, you can read these signs before it gets to that part. So yeah, I have experience in this because I've had a female that done it and beat the whole thing. Unfortunately, it was open Pyometra, which is great. And on top of that, and we didn't have to spay her because you got to know your dog, pick up on these signs early before we get to all 5 of those I named. For us, I catch about 2 signs, I'm already at the vet, you guys. So listen, you get to the vet hit our dog ultimately with 4 different antibiotics, 2 shots in a leg, and then 2 different kind of pills to take home for 10 days. Now, I know they gave him a Benadryl. I know they gave a cephalexin. I can't remember the other 2 medications. I apologize, you guys, but I know them 2 was included. It was about 4 different medications. The 2 shots they gave her was right then and there that day. And they said, listen, if your dog don't feel no better in 3 days, bring her back. We're going to have to spay her. And we're not guaranteed to save her life then. If this medicine, if we hitting her with 4 different antibiotics and it don't work, that's the last resort. It's the last stand, you guys. I've heard of people telling me, though, that they've had this happen to them. That they've had this, and vets only hit them with 2 different antibiotics. So fortunately, I had a good vet. I was fortunate enough that a good vet gave us 4 different types of antibiotics, 2 upon at the vet and 2 upon coming home. We had to take for 10 days. We didn't see any change until, you guys, into the 3rd day, but that night, not even that morning. So that 3rd day, I was like, oh, I got to take him back to the vet. But that night, she was doing a little better. She started eating, and she wasn't eating regular dog food. We had to throw like stuff she wasn't used to encourage that. When your dog is on this kind of medication, antibiotics at all, any kind, you have to eat with these medications, you guys. It could destroy their stomach completely. We're talking about gastritis. We're talking about acid reflux. We're talking about any of that. You don't want your dog to have any ulcers. There's not 1 antibiotic she was on. She was on 4. And it lasts for 10 days. The shots last up to 7 days, but then the pills you had to take for 10 days. But then, it drags a little longer. The medication is still in your system. With that being said, Open Pyometra, she's still pushing it out. So you can still see her releasing it. So she'll go to the bathroom, she'll pee, you'll see the greenish yellow stuff coming out. That's good. She's pushing out the infection. You want her to do that. Keep her with plenty of fluids, you guys. Plenty of fluid, plenty of food, and isolate her. You don't want any other dogs around her if you're a breeder or have any other pets. So even when she was going to the washroom to use the washroom, we let her go to a corner of the yard, where I know, and I wouldn't let any other dogs go that way. You go that had them that way, and she's that way, and she's going to the washroom by herself. Keep in mind, but at the same time, like one at a time. But when I let my other pups out, I make sure they still go in the opposite direction where she was. Learn to isolate these situations. That's open Pyometra. Closed Pyometra, you guys, it's not coming out, meaning that she can be closed back there. She's not coming. It's not going to release any pus, and that's the most dangerous. So they can give you all the antibiotics they want, but it need to go somewhere. So the antibiotic maybe can clear it up in some cases, but most times closed Pyometra is way, way more dangerous because it has no way of releasing itself, you guys. Most cases, the vet will tell you to we're going to have to spay your dog. They give you the antibiotic, but they tell you in about 2 days, you don't see no change, come back, because it's a very short window when it's closed Pyometra. They don't give you 3 days. They give you about 2, depending on how long your dog had it. You might not even have any days left. They just might be like, well, we need to spay her now. So the window is very short on that. That's why I say it's important you know your dog, you guys. With that being said, Jassy, okay. So them are the 2 things. Can you beat Pyometra? Yes, we beat open Pyometra. It's all about timing and knowing your dog. Open Pyometra. Closed Pyometra is harder to beat, but I've heard of people beating that as well. And having to go as far as getting their dog spaded though. Well, most cases when it's closed Pyometra, most cases the way to fix that is just getting your dog spaded and all, just to remove it. Because there's no way you can release the drainage. You guys, open Pyometra, you can release it, and you might be able to spare that, and she might be able to still produce a breed. But with closed, if that antibiotic don't work, then they're gonna have to remove it. So, with moving forward, can your dog breed? Here's the questions I'm asking. I think you asked, you guys. Your dog can still breed after open Pyometra. Yes, after open Pyometra, if you beat it, if you didn't get your dog spaded, yes. Why would I say that? Because, but you got to take precautions. So the next round of when my dog is up for it again, and she's a pup, so it's not her, you guys. She's just entertaining us. This is Jassy, by the way. But so when it's time, it's something called an antibiotic flush, you guys. But I want to take my dog to the vet. Soon as she's coming into heat, and the vet can, I forgot what it's called, but they can look inside of her and see if she's got any infection inside of her, if she's pulling any blood or anything like that. If she do, immediately I can do this process. We can bring her home and we can extract that blood. You can pull all that out with an AI rod, you guys. It's the same way as you push it in. The collection, you can extract all that bad stuff. You want to extract it first before you give her an antibiotic flush. The antibiotic flush is through her uterus. You're going to push that stuff in, it's going to clean her out. But you don't want to push it in if she's pooling blood. You don't want to push that in if she got a lot of blood inside of her. Stop. You don't want to do any of that. So you want to extract that first before you do anything. Let me see. Once you do that, that's your first line of defense. You extract that, you clean her out, you make sure the vet says she's not having signs of Pyometra. You go home, you give her an antibiotic flush in her uterus. The antibiotic flush sticks to her uterus for a while. So it's in there. It flushed her out and it's on her walls, you guys. From that point, you give her an antibiotic shot. That's my next line of treatment. Once you get an antibiotic shot, that's going to sit in her system. This is all before you even breed her. This is right soon as she come in her heat, you getting right on top of it. Because 9 times out of 10, Pyometra comes when dogs are in their heat. So as soon as they come in heat, and if she got a history of Pyometra, this is what you want to do the next time. So antibiotic flush is 1. You give her a shot in the leg for 2. And the 3rd, you're going to put on antibiotic treatment for about 10 days, doing that. So maybe 10 or 12, 14 days, actually, 10 or 14 days. It is a medication, antibiotic that you can give a female dog if she's pregnant. I'm not sure if it's cephalexin, you guys, so I don't get information on that. I have a book here. I got to look into it. It tells me which one, that I can actually feed to get to my female. You guys got to do your research. We do a lot of reading over it. This book is by Donald C. Plump. It's a pretty expensive book, you guys. It's called Veterinary Drug Handbook. It has every drug that the veterinarians use in hand in this book. Also, the human beings use, dosage down to a T. You know, letting you know what it treat and everything. So we were already good with medication, you guys. This book is pretty thick. It's thick like an encyclopedia. And this is the 8th edition. It's a pretty professional book. If you want to get knowledgeable about what you're giving your dog and saving vet costs. So, with that being said, it's a medication you can give while they pregnant. Now, she won't be pregnant, but you want to give it the safest one. She'll be on 3 different medications, 3 different antibiotics. That'd be the flush, that'd be the shot, that'd be through the mouth, pills every day for about 14 days. So by the time you do take her and give her a collection from a male or take a female to breed, you guys, Pyo shouldn't come back. And if Pyo do come back after all of that, if it does, you guys, if by any chance it do, that's your sign to spay your female because you did all you can. 3 lines of antibiotic treatment and a flush, a uterus flush, and then an antibiotic, treatment flush. You doing all you can. So in most cases, 80-90% of the time, though, I would say it wouldn't come back, though. So but if you did all that it did, you might as well go and spay her because there's nothing else you can do, and then she just have history of doing it, you guys. Anyway, man, you guys like and subscribe this video. If you made it to the end, like and subscribe. If you like getting this kind of content, this kind of information, and I know it's helping some people out there, breeders or pet owners, you guys like, subscribe, and share these videos. This True Powerhouse Frenchies, and we coming with more. You can find us on TikTok, you guys. Same handle, TikTok. You can find us on Instagram, same handle. So we checking out of here, you guys. You guys definitely have a good day.